What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K Flex, and I'm back here with another video. You know what I'm saying? One Take Jake, aka Cell Phone Flex, is back here. No edits, no cuts, no nothing. Just one take. You feel me? Look at the posters on the wall. All right, that's irrelevant. But hey, you know what I'm saying? There's One Take Flex here, so I can't mess up, man. Shout out to people watching this video. If you're new, make sure you subscribe if you like the content. Today we're gonna talk about the Patriots way. Okay, it's like the first day of real free agency right now. But you know, we don't have no Dolphins news at the point of me recording this video, so this is not about the Dolphins. This is about the New England Patriots, one of our arch nemesis over the years. Although a lot of people would say we're not really nemesis because, you know what I'm saying, they beat the hell out of us every time we play. But that's neither here nor there. They're in our division, okay? And we got to talk about a myth that a lot of people believed that has been completely obliterated today. And people believed in this thing called the Patriots way. And the reason why I just had to make a video on this is because I've heard it so much throughout my time on YouTube and through my conversations and arguments with Dolphin fans that the Patriots wouldn't do this, the Patriots wouldn't do that, the Patriots would do... Bro, we have to talk about this. Because look what they're doing right now. The Patriots, if you guys haven't known, have signed about... They're the most active team in free agency right now. They signed Judon. They signed Jalen Mills. They've signed Jonnu Smith to a big contract. They're the most active team. They didn't spend the most money out of everybody. They're the most active team right now. They signed about 5 people. And they're not on contracts where they're like saving money. They're they're overpaying free agents and things of that nature. But I thought the Patriots didn't do this. You know, I thought that there was this such thing as a Patriots way. And I'm so glad we can now deconstruct this myth and get to the bottom of it. And now we have the proof in the pudding of what they're doing today. So let me just tell y'all the truth about the whole Patriots way. There is no such thing as a Patriots way. No, the Patriots way did not end. There was no Patriots way to begin with. Okay? It's simply, it shouldn't be called the Patriots way. It's the winning way, okay? And it's among all sports, okay? When you're winning, you do things differently. Let me tell y'all something. The Brooklyn Nets just got Blake Griffin, right? Now, you wouldn't tell the Hornets to do things the Nets way. You know why? Because the Hornets, a team like the Hornets that aren't winning, they're winning this season, but aren't really favorites just for the championship, they can't just go out there and get Blake Griffin, okay? You guys remember when Ray Allen went to the Heat, okay, and the Heat won a championship off of Ray Allen's big three? You couldn't tell like a team like the who you want to mention back then? Who's a trash team? The Timberwolves to do stuff the Heat way. You know why? Because Ray Allen wasn't gonna sign with the Heat for that cheap, okay? You know how Le'Veon Bell went to the Chiefs for cheap? You know how Leonard Fournette went to the Tampa Bay Bucks for cheap? You know how AB went to the Bucks for cheap? Which AB, you know what I'm saying, he kind of didn't have a choice because of his stuff he was doing. But, again, you know how Mike Evans just took a pay cut? Things like that, guys. Things like that don't happen for losing franchises. Okay? So, people thought that the Patriots had some type of voodoo, magic, witchcraft, crazy scouting, and all this BS. The Patriots way where they were never going to overpay for anything. And it just never was the case. That whole myth today was exposed. Bill Belichick and them is blowing a bag. There was never no Patriots way. It's just a winning way. So when people were saying that the Dolphins shouldn't spend on this free agent or shouldn't spend on this free agent because this wouldn't be the Patriots way, ladies and gentlemen, we were not winning. You can't do stuff the quote-unquote Patriots way or the winning way when you're not winning. Not even the Patriots can do stuff the Patriots way when they're not winning. As soon as Tom Brady leaves, as soon as they start losing, now the Patriots can't do stuff the Patriots way. Isn't that crazy? Okay. So I just had to go on this rant and expose this myth. Because my hands getting tired, I'm sorry, y'all. But listen, I had to go on a rant and expose this myth because I just can't, it's sitting on my soul right now. I'm watching the Patriots spin big. If this was the Dolphins, we would be calling us stupid. Everybody would be saying we're stupid. Even though some people are calling the Patriots stupid. But everybody would be calling us stupid if this was the Dolphins. Even the fans. Oh my God, y'all don't see the Patriots spending this much money. If we sign all the people the Patriots sign, a lot of people would be calling us stupid. But you know what I'm saying? Now the Patriots are doing it. Okay, if we would have did something like this last year, y'all would have called us stupid. But that's the thing. What people don't understand is that every team, if you're not a Super Bowl favorite, if the guy is not from that city, or if you want to sign a player in his prime, a good player, you're going to have to overpay. I don't give a damn who you are unless you're already winning, right? And that was the Patriots' way. The reason why the Patriots didn't have to overpay is because they were winning, not because there was some type of special Patriots way where they just only paid the players like exactly what they were worth type of thing. No, they didn't overpay players because they were winning and they never had the reach to do so. They could always find a player that was going to play there because they were winning. They could always find a player that wanted a ring that was going to go there for cheaper than they would play anywhere else. They don't have that luxury no more because they lost Tom Brady, right? So it's the same thing in the NBA and across every sport. You're going to find those people who just want to win. They don't really care that much about the money, and that's going to make you look good. We're praising the whole entire Patriots organization. Now, what I will give them praise for is that how they maintain the dynasty. If anything, that's the Patriots way, right? They maintained the dynasty for a very long time. And they didn't really make no mistakes. And it didn't hurt. They had the best quarterback to ever play the game as a quarterback. But they maintained the dynasty. I'll give them credit for that. But let's stop acting like every free agent. I remember Dolphin fans commenting like, oh, why would we sign whoop-de-whoop? The Patriots would never. We're not the Patriots. We don't have that luxury. And so now everybody sees now that the Patriots can't even do stuff the Patriots way. Everybody sees now. You know what team's going to be doing stuff the Patriots way now? The Chiefs. The Bucks. Mike Evans already said he's taking a pay cut. The Bucks, things like that. There's going to be the teams that's signing people for cheap because they're winning. The same way in the NBA, Blake Griffin is going to go to the Nets. Or he was going to LA and he was going to go cheap. You think he was going to go to the what's a terrible team? The Rockets? You think Blake was going to the Rockets for whatever he went to the Nets for? No. This is not how it works across sports. So yeah, I had to go on this rant, y'all. I'm sorry. Because I got so sick and tired of people acting like the Patriots were just above and beyond everything. And people would act like we could copy them. Or that any losing organization could copy them. Like, people literally sit up there and be like, why don't anybody copy the Patriots blueprint? Why does everybody try to do such and such? Bro, we don't copy the Patriots blueprint because we can't. We don't win. If you don't win, you can't copy the Patriots blueprint. The Patriots can't use their own blueprint if they don't win. So again, the Miami Dolphins, who have been losing for 20 years, how are we ever going to be like how are we ever going to copy the Patriots? All right? But hopefully now you guys can see that the Patriots way was a myth, and they're just like everybody else. If they're terrible and they want good players, they have to overpay just like everybody else just to compete. And I'm not even mad at the Patriots for doing it. I don't think they're stupid. I don't think they're going to be better than us. I don't think they're going to win more games than us. I think they're still trash because I don't believe in Cam. But I will say that I don't blame them for making these moves because what were they supposed to do? And again, in situations, what were we supposed to do? You know, are you supposed to say, I'm not overpaying any of these players? In that case, nobody's going to want to come to you. Nobody's coming on fair deals. So if you don't want to overpay players, nobody's going to come to you. So you're going to keep the same trash roster. You're going to lose again. So it's either overpay these players or you can sign a whole bunch of good value, kind of mediocre players that's not really adding wins to your team. At some point, if you're a bad team, there are times where you're just going to have to overpay and try to get good so that you can now sign free agents for a lot cheaper, okay? That's just the reality of the situation, okay? I want to talk about one more thing for the crowd that thinks, all right, and this is some other news about, I just saw that Joe Thuney signed a contract with the Chiefs. For the crowd that believes that once you get a star quarterback and you pay him, that you can't build anything around him, what is this? Well, how was Joe Thuney able to sign a contract for $80 million with the Chiefs after they signed Mahomes for $500 million? Okay, for the crowd that thinks, and again, I'm over the Deshaun Watson, but for the crowd that thinks that if we get Deshaun Watson, everything just goes to ruin, so we can't sign anything else or anybody else, explain to me how Joe Thuney just did what he just did, signed with the Chiefs. Again, you guys gotta understand, and this is why I don't even like getting into contracts and salary cap, because number one, I'm not with all the math. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not doing all the math. I'm just not. And number two, I don't even know if it is real. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different ways that loopholes where you could restructure things or put things it's so many different loopholes. Why would you pay that much attention to a salary cap that's not consistent? It's not like, okay, This is the salary cap. This is what everybody got to spend. It's so many different loopholes how people could do people contracts and stuff. That's why when a player wants to get paid, I usually just say pay him, because there's so many different loopholes to the point where it's like he's not going to really actually make that much money, or it's going to be a loophole to where you can move the money back. Like, but yeah, I just had to get this rant out, man. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. You guys agree? You guys disagree? Like, comment, subscribe. I just want to say the Patriots way was never a thing that a lot of people was thinking, like, why don't teams mimic the Patriots way? It was never a thing that you could mimic. You have to already be winning to mimic it, okay? So, again, the Patriots way is something that you already have to be winning in order to do. The Dolphins were never winning. We could never do things that way. Now you see that the Patriots are losing. They're doing things our way type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. That was the main focus of this video. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about everything I said. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully the Dolphins have made a move. Okay, this was an 11-minute video. I'm going to check my notifications again, see if the Dolphins made a move, see if I got another video for you guys. But if not, I'll see you guys another time. Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 11K in the way. It's your boy K Flexing. I'm out.